Did you know that Mighty Morphin Power Rangers was supposed to end after 40 episodes? So why didn't it? Japan. That's why. Let's talk about it. Yo, what's up everybody, it's Este here. Welcome back to another video, and today we'll be talking about how ZU2, that's right, Zyuranger 2, helped save Mighty Morphin Power Rangers from cancellation. It's a very interesting story and I can't wait to tell you guys. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the notification bell. A big percentage of you is not subscribed, so subscribe today. You can always unsubscribe later. Let's get right into the video. Now, as you may know, Kyoryu Sentai Zyuranger is the 16th installment of the Super Sentai franchise, and is the first Super Sentai series to be adapted into an installment of Power Rangers. That being, of course, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, which ran on for 3 seasons in the 90s. Footage from all the 50 episodes of Zyuranger were used in that first season of Power Rangers. However, you may know that Season 1 of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers ran for 60 episodes. And it wouldn't be until Season 2 that we would see the appearance of the Thunderzords and the White Ranger. That's when they really started to use the footage from Gosei Sentai Zyuranger. So, like, what happened here? The answer to that lies back to where the Power Rangers would originate, Japan. Saban, the owner and creator of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, was very, very happy to see his show being a huge success, as it was popular nationwide, literally causing traffic in Los Angeles, which happens all the time, but this was because of Power Rangers. Especially after the introduction of the Green Ranger, the show was just a very big success, and the team was ready to make more new episodes. However, all the footage was used, and the show was supposed to end after 40 episodes with Doomsday. But Saban didn't want to move on to Zyuranger that quickly and do a suit change, as there were already product deals in place and toy deals to use that original suits as characters in the toys. So he did what any good businessman would do, call up Japan, which is what everybody does, I guess. He contacted both Toei Corporation and Rainbow Productions. Rainbow Productions being the one who produces the monster suits, and Toei is the one who produces the original Super Sentai show, asking them to produce more new Zyuranger footage, specifically in use for Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. They made an agreement, and there would be 25 episodes worth of brand new footage to be made, including new monster suits for all those brand new monsters, new in-suit ranger battles, and megazord fighting scenes featuring both the megazord and the dragon zord, all to be filmed in Japan and then be sent to America, where it was edited in between American footage like how it was in the rest of the season. Now, what's interesting about ZU2 is that a similar agreement was made before Mighty Morphin Power Rangers even started and isn't really talked about a lot. Saban asked Toei to film new scenes for the villain characters, such as Rita Repulsa and Scorpina. This new footage was used to better match the lip movements with the English phrases being said over the original Japanese dialogue seen in Super Sentai. As you know, it would be pretty weird if there would be somebody talking and it's like overdubbed over obviously someone else not saying that original sentence. You know what I mean, I hope. Obviously, there were certain iconic phrases like magic wand to make my monster grow. There was also other times like Rita calling her henchmen, yelling at them, Scorpina calling for the putty patrols to attack the Rangers, that sort of stuff. That footage was called ZU 1.5, as it was before 2. That's how numbers work. But back to ZU2, they had all this new footage being made specifically for Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. They used the original Zyuranger suits, props, so it was a full new Zyuranger that just wasn't seen in Japan. Never. It's not like the Zyurangers dubbed over this new footage, they filmed new Zyuranger civilian scenes. No, this was just for Power Rangers. So when Saban asked Toei to make this, they asked them to adapt that footage to Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, adapt those Zyuranger characters into becoming more like the American counterparts, at least when they're in the suit. When you compare both teams, specifically the Zyuranger team and the American Mighty Morphin team, they are really drastically different in personality, attitude, and just overall actions. So when it comes to that, there's a few specific changes that we're going to talk about. Number 1, technology. Power Rangers is known for using a lot of tech, thanks to the brains of the operations, Billy. The Zyurangers, on the other hand, use magic. I haven't watched Zyuranger, so I'm assuming it's the magic of the dinosaurs or something like that. Am I right? For example, the Power Rangers used their communicators that they would put up to their mouth and talk to Zora and Alpha, and they would also teleport. All these aspects were included in the new footage, as the Rangers being seen talking to their wrists and posing up to teleport. The second big change was between the Green and the Pink Ranger, obviously because Tommy and Kimberly are very massively in love. That was until Kimberly broke up with him and Zio, via letter, by the way, which is probably the worst way. I would be heartbroken, but maybe that's too personal. In Zyuranger, of course, Terra Ranger and Dragon Raider didn't have the relationship that Kimberly and Tommy have, all kissing up in the park. I don't think that happened in Zyuranger. So in this new ZU2 footage, the Green and Pink Rangers would be seen closer to each other than before, normally saving each other in battle or being there when one needs help. That's called a relationship, guys. It's when you care for each other. I'm giving you relationship advice. Just care for your partners. Communication and honesty is key. Back to our fictional world of Power Rangers. The third big change was, of course, the Blue Ranger and how he acted. In Zyuranger, Tricera Ranger wasn't really the brains of the team. That was Mammoth Ranger. Obviously, in Power Rangers, these roles are kind of reversed, and the Blue Ranger's the smart one, while the Black Ranger is the comedic relief character. So Blue was the new smart one, and they had to use this footage to show the Blue Ranger being specifically a smart person, a nerd, a geek, however bullying terms you want. So, in many episodes of ZU2, they had the Blue Ranger use his special gadgets, weapons, and machines to win battles, all that Billy would personally design and create in the show. Billy was also seen to be the least skilled in terms of fighting power. We saw that in literally the first episode when Billy was training with Jason, and Billy's just not really good. So we saw in the ZU2 footage where the Blue Ranger was a lot more weaker, because, you know, Billy doesn't know how to fight. And is it because of the glasses? Because I don't know how to fight either. So yeah, he would look more tired and hesitant, at least in comparison to his counterpart, Tricera Ranger, which I guess wasn't like that in Zyuranger. The fourth big change was the Yellow Ranger, and obviously in Zyuranger, the Yellow Ranger wasn't a girl, it was actually a boy, named Boy. In ZU2, they adapted to the female Yellow by being given more feminine characteristics, such as displaying a bond with the Pink Ranger, something that, at least in the Power Rangers show, only their female counterparts would have. The girls would just go together quite well. The Yellow and Pink Rangers would also share the same pose or teleport with their legs together, which makes the males different in separating them apart. It's small differences like that which made Mighty Morphin quite different from Zyuranger. With all that in mind, the usage of the footage was pretty well spliced into the other footage in the show. That was until Season 2 came along, and they still had some ZU2 footage left over. Season 2 of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers would see a lot of ZU2/Dairanger hybrid footage, especially in Zord fights, as sometimes we would have a ZU2 monster fighting the Thunder Megazord from Dairanger, but they would both never be on screen together at the exact same time. There would also be other times where we would have the Thunder Megazord and the Dragon Zord fighting a monster together, something that would never happen in Dairanger, because the dragon thing, I don't know what the dragon thing in Zyuranger called, but that's from Zyuranger, right? And the Thunder Megazord in Dairanger, I forgot the name, the Dyrano, that's from Dairanger. There would also be certain footage with the original putties, which obviously weren't present in Season 2. They had Z putties, which just looked like they were putties in costumes. They also had boots. How do they tie those? I don't know. Someone tell me in the comments. Overall, ZU2 is pretty interesting, considering this is the only time that we had Toei film footage in Japan exclusively for Power Rangers, and as since then, Power Rangers has just used the Super Sentai footage from the original show without any help from Toei. Without this footage, who knew what Saban could have done to stop the show from being cancelled? But I guess we'll never know, because ZU2 exists. If you want to look at some ZU2 footage, there's a YouTube channel all about ZU2 with multiple footage, I guess all the footage used in ZU2, and you can see a lot of that through YouTube also if you want to go check that out. But hey, ZU2, that was and ZU 1.5. You learn a lot by watching me, right? That's it for today's video. I appreciate everybody for coming out. 500 likes. I probably should have said that earlier, but we have to keep it going, right? Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, ddonfuego, on Instagram, notdonfuego. I'm Este. Have a great day, and of course, and as always, stay awesome, everybody.